All right, guys, it's trash picking up time. I'm in the neighborhood, walking down the alley. I got my bucket and pick up trash. Things like this that people just throw into the alley. It should go into the trash bucket, but a lot of times they just throw it into the alley, and then you get all this trash all over the place. I really need 3 hands for this. I got 1 hand for my bucket, 1 hand for my camera, and I need another hand to pick up trash. I should bring someone with me. That would help a lot. But yeah, I walk this community. I try to do it every Thursday and pick up the garbage. You know, things that don't make it into the dumpsters. I try to put it in the dumpsters so that the community looks cleaner. We do have an HOA here. I am a large part of the HOA, so I try to clean things up. All kinds of garbage that doesn't make it into the dumpsters. Anyway, so I'm walking along here looking for trash. How much do I charge? I charge 25 bucks. 25 bucks, beer can, of course, always. There's a little beer in here. Should I drink it? Should I drink it? No, I'm not going to drink it. That's gross, guys. That's gross. I know you want to see me drink it, but that's too gross. But yeah, I charge 25 bucks to walk the perimeter. Big gulp. They drank all of this. 25 bucks to walk the perimeter. Takes me 20 minutes or half an hour. Not too long, but I like doing it. I don't mind doing it. If I find any trash here, an old hanger. Let's see what we have so far. That's what we got so far. Man, another beer can. Jeez. Why is it always Bud Light? Why is it always Bud Light? Why can't Bud Light drinkers get their beer into the... And there's a little bit left. Should I drink it? Want me to drink it? Maybe one of these days. I tell you what. You guys get me up to... You guys get me up to 100 subscribers within the next month. I'll drink some of that beer. I will drink some of that beer. The garbage truck is behind me. Can you see it? Yeah, I try to get here before the garbage truck. Sometimes I don't make it. But yeah, so I'm picking up this garbage for 25 bucks. Now, the title of this video is A Millionaire Picking Up Trash for 25 bucks. All right, so I've proved that I'm picking up trash, all right? You've seen that. I can't really prove to you right now that I'm a millionaire, but let me tell you about it. I'd say if you believe me. Yeah, I'm a millionaire. Yeah. And just over the past year or two, it dawned on me that I'm a millionaire, on paper at least. It's not like I have $1 million, you know, sitting in my garage or sitting in an account somewhere. But if you total up everything I have, it's over $1 million. And that's not bragging, guys. It's not bragging, because I'll tell you why. Because $1 million ain't what it used to be. It's not. You know, you're not rich anymore if you have $1 million. Of course, it's better to have it than to not have it. Right? It is better to have $1 million than to not have it. There's another beer can. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. And it's Bud Light. It's Bud Light. Get me to 100 subscribers. Get me to 100 subscribers. Within the next month, I'll drink some of that beer. I will, guys. I will. But I doubt that's going to happen. I seriously doubt it. But if it does happen, and you guys make it happen, I'll drink that beer. I'll put it on video. That's going to be disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But, you know, people do anything for views, right? So, yeah. How am I a millionaire? Well, okay, we've established that, you know, $1 million isn't a big thing anymore. I mean, it's good, but does that make you wealthy? Not really. Not really. The potential, the good thing about $1 million is what it can potentially become. You know, at a 10% rate of growth over the next 7 years, it should be $2 million without investing another dime. At 10%, your money should double in the next 7 years. Of course, the 10% isn't guaranteed. It could be less, it could be more. But, you know, you don't have to invest anything else for the rest of your life, and your money will double over the next 7 years. Right? Generally. Anyway, so how am I a millionaire? Well, if you take everything I own, now, you know, more than half of that is the 401k. All right, retirement funds. More than half is the 401k, right? Which I really can't access until I'm 59 and a half without penalties. But I'm 57. I'm 57, guys. So I got a couple years. And then I can start accessing that 401k without penalty. All right, so I got that. I've got another couple, like $250,000 in property. I own a couple properties, and the equity in the properties is about another $250,000. All right, so we're up to $750,000. It's a big branch. I will get rid of this branch. But not today. Not today. I won't get rid of the branch today. And of course, when I do this, I need to watch out for vehicles so I don't get run over. And dogs. I got a dog whacker right here on my belt. And yeah, there was one time I almost got attacked by 2 big dogs. Anyway, so I got $750,000, half of it in 401k, $250,000 in properties, and I got about another $250,000 in stocks, in a couple of brokerage accounts. So that's $1 million, guys. So that makes me a millionaire. all that money's locked away, basically locked away. I mean, the most liquid part of it is the stocks. I could sell them today if I want. But my goal is to not sell. I don't like selling what I own. If it's going up in value, if it's making me richer, I don't like to sell. I generally don't sell. Uh, if I want money, I go to work, earn money, and I spend that money. I try not to sell my stocks. I try not to sell my property. I try not to take any money out of my 401k. Like, for instance, take a loan out of the 401k. I try not to do that. I like my money to grow. That's my goal. My goal is to have my money to grow. Look at this thing. That's part of a desk. I'm going to just put it in the dumpster. All right. So yeah, so why, if I have $1 million, which probably makes me richer than most people in this neighborhood, probably makes me richer than a lot of the owners, makes me richer than most of the renters here. There's a lot of wind, guys. That's messing up my hat. So I'm richer than most of the renters here. There might be some that are richer than me. I don't know. Woo! I hope the sound is coming out all right on this. Cardboard box. I think I'll leave that for now. Pick it up later. So if I'm a millionaire, why am I? Now look. You got somebody here. Just throw their baby diapers over here by the dumpsters. And it's this place right here. I just think that's absolutely disgusting. Throw their baby diapers here. They don't even try to get it into the dumpster. So what do I do? What do I do with this baby diaper? What do I do? There, it can be on the sidewalk. Maybe they'll get the hint. I mean, why do they have to do that? And I find that all the time here. Baby diapers. And always at this place. I mean, why? Why would you do that? So someone else can pick it up. A lot of people here just don't care. They just don't care. And you can tell by the look of this place, people that live there don't care. And the owner doesn't care. So, yeah, why am I picking up garbage for $25 if I'm a millionaire? Well, because I'm part of the HOA. I am part of the HOA. I am basically the dictator of the HOA. Look at this. Look at that. Wow. It's kind of some type of bed or something, and they just throw it there. They just throw it there. Happens all the time in this neighborhood. Just junk. Junk. Now, someone might pick that up. I might leave it and hope someone pick it up. Otherwise, I can put it in the dumpster. But why would a millionaire pick up garbage for $25? Well, I'm part of the HOA, and I like to help the community out. I hired myself to do this, and I think a fair price to go around and pick up this trash, which takes me 20 minutes, half an hour, $25, which translates into about 50 or $75 an hour. And my apartments are here anyway, so I'm out in this community anyway. So what do I care? I mean, I can do it. I can do it. I'm not too good. I'm not too proud. I'm not too rich. I'm not too cool to pick up trash. And a lot of people are. They're too cool to pick up trash. They're too cool. Uh, it's beneath them. Well, guys, basically any honest job is not beneath me. It's not. Man, this wind is making me look crazy. Any honest job is not beneath me. I can do it, and I will do it. It's good exercise too. It's a fair price, 25 bucks. Makes the community look better. Gets me out. It's kind of an inspection of the community too. You can see what's going on. Best way to inspect something is to get out and walk around. Here's a box laying in the street. I'll put that in the dumpster. There's another box laying in the street. I'll put that in the dumpster. Yeah, so I'm not too proud to do the dirty jobs, guys. I'm not. That's how I've made my living. My whole life is doing stuff that other people don't want to do. All right. Now you can make a living that way, doing stuff that other people don't want to do. There's always going to be a market for that. Right out of high school, I went in the Army. None of my buddies went in the Army. I was the only one. I was the only one willing to do that. Most people from my high school did not go into the military. Now, some did. And, you know, a lot of people, they don't want to go in the military. They don't want to do it. And I certainly understand that. In a way, I'd recommend the military. In a way, I wouldn't. But yeah, after I got out of the military, I became a nurse. A lot of people don't want to be a nurse. They don't. That's why they always have a nursing shortage. People don't want to be a nurse. Why? Because you're going to see some awful things, and you're going to do some awful things as a nurse. And what I mean awful things, I mean, you know, if someone poops the entire bed, guess who's going to clean it? It's going to be you. It's going to be you. A lot of people don't want to do that. There's a lot to deal with as a nurse. A lot of situations. A lot of people don't want to be a nurse. A lot of nurses, if they can get out of it, they do get out of it. Or if they can go get a desk job, get away from the bedside, then they do so. So, you know, my whole life, I've basically done jobs that other people don't want to do. And, you know, I'm kind of used to it. And, you know, I guess, you know, I do it. I do it. Why don't I hire someone else to clean up this community? Why don't I hire them? Why? Because I don't trust them. The management company had hired people to clean up the neighborhood. They didn't do a good job, and they charged way too much. They charged way too much all the time. So yeah, the management company hired people to clean up the community. They didn't do a good job. They charged way too much. So, you know, the value for what we paid wasn't there. Sometimes, guys, it's just better to do it yourself. Freaking do it yourself. You know that saying, right? If you want it done right, you got to do it yourself. And that is absolutely true. More beer paraphernalia. Hey, beer drinkers, throw your garbage in the proper receptacle. It ain't hard, man. It ain't hard. Here's another beer. Here's another beer. Beer drinkers, come on, man. Come on, man. Sometimes I drink beer. Not too often. And guess what? I put the trash in the proper receptacle. Right? But some people just don't care. But anyway, that's how I became a millionaire. Doing things that other people don't want to do. And it's just carried through to this. I'm doing a job that other people can't or won't do. And it's gotten me to a million. Now, I've made a lot of mistakes along the way. I was, 50, 56, 57 until I got to $1,000,000. That's not very good, guys. That's not very good. You can do a lot better than that. You should be able to do a lot better than that. But I made a lot of mistakes along the way. I was ignorant in a lot of ways. I didn't start investing until I was like 35. I didn't start investing I didn't know anything about investing. It was the internet. It was the internet that made me a better investor. It clued me in into what that is, how to do it. But once you get the ball rolling, they say the first 100,000 is the hardest. And yeah, I was 44 until I got to the first 100,000. 44. But since then, 44 to 57, 56, 57, it's gone up 10 times. It's gone up 10 times. So I've figured out how to do it. I've learned how to invest, how to grow wealth. But yeah, that's my story, guys. That's my story. That's a millionaire. That's why a millionaire is walking down the street picking up garbage for 25 bucks. 25 bucks. It's okay, man. It's all right. And then if I drive around the neighborhood and pick up some of that big garbage and put in the dumpster, that's another 25 bucks. I mean, that's what I charge. It's fair. It's fine. I got to be here anyway, so it's working out. All right, guys. Take care.